Hello students, welcome to our channel Diksha Karnataka. So today all of you have written your 12th board exam on chemistry. So I hope you all have done very well in the exam, right? So according to me, if we talk about the level of the paper, it was easy. All the questions were very direct from your NCERT books. Numericals were also very direct. So I think everybody must be very curious to know how you have performed in the exam, right? So in today's video, we have brought the exam analysis where we will be giving you the answers for the MCQs, answers for the numericals, and we will also discuss how you should have approached the subjective questions. What points should be written, what points should be mentioned so that you can get a correct, so that you will get full marks, right? So you can also, this will be helpful to analyze your score range, within what range you will be getting your marks in the board exam. So let us go to the first question, MCQ. If the process of dilution of a solid in a liquid is endothermic, then its solubility. So it will increase with the increase in the temperature, right? So next question, when the concentration of electrolytic solution approaches zero, the resulting molar conductivity is known as. So this is your limiting molar conductivity, right? We mark it with lambda naught m, right? Okay, next, during discharge of lead storage battery, the correct half cell reaction is. So we know at anode oxidation happens. So at anode PV is converted to PvSO4. Okay, next question. The catalyst in a chemical reaction provides an alternate pathway or reaction mechanism by decreasing. So this is your activation energy. This question was also asked in your KSET previous year papers. So many questions were there from that papers also. Next question, which of the following oxides are amphoteric? A very direct question, V2O5 and Cr2O3. This question is from your D block. Okay, next, the correct IUPAC name. You can see the oxidation state of platinum here is +2, right? So we can easily eliminate these two options. Then we have diamine and dichlorido. We follow alphabetical order, so that is why diamine will come first. Next, stereo isomers which are non-superimposable mirror images will be your enantiomers. Definition based direct question. Okay, next, anisole on treatment with CH3Cl in presence of AlCl3, that is alkylation, Friedel-Crafts alkylation, will give you ortho and paramethyl anisoles. This is also a previous year KSET question. Next, the enzyme which catalyzes the conversion of glucose to ethanol is your zymase, okay, from biomolecules. Next, nucleophilic attack on carbonyl carbon changes its hybridization from sp2 to sp3. Okay. Next, decarboxylating agent is a mixture of soda lime, that is NaOH and CaO. Next question, to prepare para-nitroanil as a major product from aniline, the amino group is protected by acylation, right? We know anilines are very reactive, so to protect them we do acylation. Next, the reagents used to separate the mixture of methylamine and dimethylamine is your this C6H5SO2Cl and KOH. So this is your benzene sulfonyl chloride, Hinsberg reagent, right? So this is also very direct question. Next, carbohydrates which is known as animal starch, that is your glycogen, okay? Next, coming to your fill in the blanks, these were also very easy question. Number of moles per kilogram, that is your molality. So the answer for here is molality. This is 16th answer. Number of collisions per second is your collision frequency, right? The transition metals form a large number of compounds due to high, that is your ionic charge. Okay. Next question. The common name of alkyl magnesium halides is your Grignard reagent. Direct, very easy question this one. Formula of benzene disonium chloride is your C6H5N2 plus Cl minus, right? So all the MCQs and fill in the blanks were very easy. I hope you would have got all of them correct. Now let us quickly go to the part B. So here you have to answer any 3 questions and each question carries 2 marks. So I'll just tell you what you should have written in the answers to get full marks for these questions. What type of deviation is from Raoult's law? So Raoult's law will have, if we have equal volume of ethanol and acetone, so it is positive deviation. What is the reason for that? You have to write the interaction. What is the interaction present in ethanol? Ethanol has hydrogen bonding, but when we add acetone to it, the hydrogen bonding decreases. That is why since the interaction decreases, it is a positive deviation. Next question, two difference between order and molecularity. You can write down first point is order is your experimentally determined and molecularity we can see from the reaction mechanism. Second point you can write this can be 0, plus, minus, anything, but this has to be a whole number. Molecularity has to be a whole number. Then third point you can write down what is their importance or what is the definition, right? So many things, 3 points, any 2 points you can write, you will get the full marks. Next question, what is spectrochemical series? Spectrochemical series is the decreasing order of ligands based on their field strength. Next is out of these two, which is more stable? So COEN3 whole 3 plus is more stable. Reason is EN is a chelating ligand. It forms a ring structure, result of which there is more stable. So you have to just mention which is more stable. So no need to even write the reason. You have to just write down which is more stable. That's all. Next is the UPSC name of the compound obtained from ethyl bromide reacts with sodium iodide in dry acetone. So this is which reaction? This is your Finkelstein reaction and the product will be CH3CH2I. So you have to write the UPSC name. So it is 1-iodoethane. Okay. Next question. Write down the haloform reaction with an example. So haloform reaction you can take any group which has CH3CO R, and then if you react it with, you can react this one with any halogen group with NaOH. So what will be the reaction? You can write here X2 in presence of NaOH, right? So we will get CHX3 plus CH3 C double bond O, O minus Na plus, right? So you have to just mention the reaction. Only you have to write explain the haloform reaction. So you have to write it in statement and then you have to write the reaction. So first statement should be any ketone or aldehyde group with a CH3 group reacts with this reagent to give you these products, right? Then the statement and then reaction. Name two hormones. This is a direct question. What is the hormone's name? Insulin and glucagon, right? So these are the two hormones which regulate the glucose level in the blood. Now coming to part C, here you have to answer 3 questions and each question carries 3 marks. Give a reason for the following. Scandium 3 plus is 0. The magnetic moment of scandium 3 plus is 0 because number of unpaired electrons is 0. That's all. You have to just write because scandium 3 plus has no unpaired electron, the magnetic moment is 0. Next, alloys are readily formed by transition metals. So it is also carrying 1 mark. So the first point and the point that you have to mention is their atomic radius similar. Atomic radius of all the transition elements are similar, right? So we'll get 2 marks for these 2 questions. Then the structure of MnO4 2 minus, again very easy one, double bond O, and we have 2 oxygen with single bond O and 2 negative charges, right? MnO4 2 minus. Next, this is very important question. Many times this question comes, lanthanide contraction and 2 consequences. So what is lanthanide contraction? The steady decrease in the atomic radius due to the poor shielding effect of 4f orbitals, right? You have to mention poor shielding effect of 4f orbitals. And what are the consequences of that? You can write zirconium and hafnium sizes are similar. That is why they are difficult to separate. And then you can write the basic nature decreases along the period. So any 2 consequences you can write down. Okay, next is your next question is what draw the geometrical isomer. So you have to draw cis and trans geometrical isomer for CO. You can draw the first we can draw the trans one. So COEN2Cl2 and then the cis one. We can have like this, right? So these are the 2 geometrical isomers and you have to give the example of any ambidentate ligand. You can use CN, NO2. These 2 ligands you can write as an example. Next, valence bond theory, explain the hybridization and magnetic property. So this is a strong field ligand. Pairing of electrons will take place. So what will be the hybridization? Hybridization will be D2sp3. And then the geometry will be octahedral and it will be diamagnetic, right? And you have to draw the valence bond diagram properly for to get full marks, right? They have also given you atomic number. So you have to mention the electronic configuration and then you have to write the answer. Okay, next question. This question was an expected question, d orbital splitting. So you have to draw. So what does the splitting takes place? Here we have T2g orbitals and here we have EG orbitals, right? You can mention the orbitals name also, dxy, dyz, dzx, and then dx square minus y square and then dz square, right? So these are the diagram and this is delta not of t is less than the p. So what is happening for that? We will have high spin complexes, right? So what will be the configuration? We will have T2G3 and EG1. You can see D4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? So T2G3, EG1. Okay, next question. Okay, so again we have here 2 questions you have to attempt and each question carries 3 marks. What is reverse osmosis? So you have to write whenever the pressure greater than the osmotic pressure is applied, the direction of the flow of the solvent changes or reverses and that is called as your reverse osmosis. What is the application? It is used in the desalination of ocean water or you can write purification of ocean water. Next, state Henry's law, very important one, direct definition, what you have to write, the partial pressure of the gas or the solubility of a gas in a liquid is directly proportional to the partial pressure of the gas above it. So you can write the expression P of the gas is proportional to X of the gas. So that will be equal to P of the gas is equal to KH, which is your Henry's constant, into mole fraction of the gas, right? Okay, so this is also a easy question, direct question. Then you have SHE. You have to draw the diagram for standard hydrogen electrode and write the half cell reaction. So half cell reaction will be H plus electron will give you half H2, right? This is the half cell reaction and diagram, you know, very simple diagram you have to draw for this one. Okay, next one is your anodic, cathodic and overall reaction for corrosion of iron. Okay, so for corrosion of iron what we have? First is Fe will get oxidized to give you Fe2 plus 4 electrons will take 2 Fe. This is at anode and at cathode what will happen? Oxygen will get 4 electrons and 4 H plus to give you 2 water molecule, right? So this is your anodic reaction and this is your cathodic reaction. Now we have to add both the reactions to get the final one. So Fe plus O2, 2 Fe plus O2, so 4 electron will get cancelled, 4 H plus will give me 2 Fe2 plus and 2 water, right? So this is your overall reaction. You can check 2 Fe, O2, then 4 H plus will give you 2 Fe2 plus 2 water. So this is your overall reaction. So 3 reactions, anodic reaction 1 mark, cathodic reaction 1 mark, overall reaction 1 mark, you will get total 3 marks. Okay, next integration derivation of 0th order, you have to derive it. So this is again easy one. You can just start with minus dA by dt is equal to K. Okay, then you take integrate on both sides and then finally we will get the equation A naught minus A is equal to KT. So here you have to write the terms. What is A naught, what is A, what is K and T. The terms should be mentioned. Okay, fine. Next. Okay, now we are going to organic chemistry. 5 marker questions are here. Write the mechanism for the conversion of methyl chloride to methyl alcohol. Mention the order. So this is SN2 mechanism, right? 2-step mechanisms you can just write down. First what happens? Methyl chloride is there. You can mention methyl chloride here. And then methyl alcohol we have to form, right? So OH will attack from the opposite side and then you have to draw the transition state and then the product you have to show the reverse, right? OH is attacking on the other side. So this carries 2 marks and the mention the order, it is a second order reaction, right? So total 3 marks for the part A. Now part B is your, you have to write the products of the reaction, dry ether. So this is your Woods reaction, what we will get? We will get this product, right? This is the first product for 1. Then here addition of bromine to the alkene, we will get dibromo products, right? Okay, so this 2 will give you another 2 marks. Very simple question. Okay, next. Write the steps involved in the mechanism of acid catalyzed dehydration of ethanol to ethene. So this mechanism is directly there in your NCERT book. Many a times this question comes. So let us see quickly. First step is, so you can see this is a 3-marker question. It will have 3 steps, right? The first step is the protonation of alcohol. So if you have any alcohol, first step is protonation. So what we will get? O plus H2. Next step is removal of water. So this is step 1. Step 2 is removal of water. So we will get here a carbocation, or you can write down as formation of carbocation. And third step is your deprotonation. Right? You can see the mechanism in the book. Deprotonation will give you an alkene. Right? So sorry, the question was with ethene, right? So you can take only 2 carbons for ethene. Okay, you have to do it with 2 carbons because the question is asked for ethanol to ethene. Okay, next, what is Lucas reagent and how to distinguish between, or which class of alcohols does not produce turbidity with at room temperature? So what is Lucas reagent? ZnCl2 and HCl. You have to just mention this much. What is Lucas reagent? ZnCl2 in presence of hydrochloric acid. Which alcohols will not react? Primary alcohols will not react. That's all. So 3 plus 2, 5 markers. This consists of 3 steps, 3 marks. This consists of 2 answers, 2 marks. Okay, next. Write the chemical equation in the manufacture of phenol by cumin process. Again, very expected question. Cumin process you have to write. First is you have to take cumin. On oxidation, we will get this structure. One second. We'll get this structure here. OOH, and then we can have 2 carbons. And then if you hydrolyze it, one product will be your phenol and another product will be your acetone, right? So this is also direct question. Mechanism is there. Then, so this carries 2 marks. 2 steps will give you 2 marks. And then we have complete the equation. So zinc on phenol, if you react, we will get benzene. So this product will be your benzene. Next, explain Williamson reaction for the preparation of methoxymethane. So here you can see the question carries 2 marks, right? So first of all, you have to write the statement. You should write what is this reaction, what will react with what to give you what. Then you have to write the equation. So first of all, you have to write methoxymethane, means you have to take any CH3Cl plus CH3O minus Na. And if you react it, we will get CH3OCH3. This is the reaction part. What should be the statement for this? Methyl chloride reacts with sodium salt of methoxide ion to give you this one, methoxymethane. This statement has to be written, carries 1 mark. This reaction carries 1 mark. We'll get 2 marks here now. Okay, next, how does methanol reacts with hydroxylamine? Explain with example. So you have to write it is a nucleophilic attack reaction, nucleophilic addition reaction. Methanol is there. So we have HCOH, right? This is methanol, and on reaction with hydroxylamine. So that is NH2OH. You have to write dehydration of reaction will take place and the product we will get is, right? So this will be the final product. You have to just write down the equation. Explain with equation means you have to use words for that reaction, and then finally you have to write the reaction. Okay, next question. Identify A and B in the following reaction. So this is again addition of ammonia derivatives, nucleophilic addition. So what will be your A? CH3, C double bond O CH3 plus this one is given, no, NH2, NH2. So dehydration will take place, H2O will be removed out, right? So what will be the product here? CH3, CH3 double bond N, NH2. So this is my A. Okay, we'll get A here. Now we have KOH and ethylene glycol. What they will do? This bond will break and final product I will get is CH3, CH2, CH3 plus N2 gas will be released out. That is already given. So your B will be this one, right? I hope you have all done this correct. NCERT, this reaction is also given. Next, write any one reagent to distinguish between aldehydes and ketones. So you have many reagents. You can use Tollens reagent, you can use Fellings reagent, okay? So you can write any one of them, okay? Both are correct. Next question. When methyl magnesium iodide reacts with dry ice. So this might be a confusion for some of the students. What is dry ice? So dry ice is nothing but carbon dioxide, solid carbon dioxide forms an intermediate which on acidification gives compound A. So you have to write the equation for this chemical reaction, right? So what is the equation here? We have this methyl magnesium bromide, CH3MgBr plus CO2, right? So you can see this is plus, this part is minus, this will attack on this carbon, this will go back, and then we will get our compound CH3COOH after hydrolysis, right? You have to write here hydrolysis. So write the equation for the above reaction. What is the IUPAC name of the compound? This IUPAC name is ethanoic acid. So if you write acetic acid, your answer will be wrong, right? It is a common name. They have clearly asked you to write the IUPAC name of the compound. So it will be ethanoic acid. Next, between acetic acid and monochloroacetic acid, which is more acidic? Give reason. So first is, which is more acidic? The answer should be monochloroacetic acid is more acidic. This is more acidic. What is the reason for that? Because of a electron withdrawing group. Chlorine is present, which is an electron withdrawing group, and we know electron withdrawing group increases the acidity due to the stabilization of the conjugate base. So you can write down, since chlorine is an electron withdrawing group, it stabilizes the conjugate base. That is why it is more acidic. Okay, next question. Write the chemical equations involved in the Gabriel phthalimide synthesis of methenamine. This is direct question. Mechanism is there in the NCERT book also. So you can quickly write down. We have to draw this phthalimide part, right? So if we draw phthalimide reaction, okay. So if you draw phthalimide, we will get this compound. And then you have to treat it with KOH. Then we will get, here you can treat it with N minus and K plus, right? And then you just treat it with RX, we will get the compound, right? So this is also direct question. You have to just write down the mechanism. Next, explain the coupling reaction of the benzene diazonium chloride with phenol. So I'm just directly writing the product here. We will get this one. We will get this as the coupling product, right? So you have to just mention explain the coupling reaction. So you have to write down benzene diazonium chloride reacts with phenol to give you this product, and then you have to write the mechanism. Okay, next. Okay, now we have come to the numerical part, physical chemistry question. So I'll tell you, first you must write the formula. The first point you have to write the full marks is formula. Second part is correct substitution. And third is correct calculation. If you have done these 3 steps and all the steps are correct, you will definitely get full marks. So first is calculation of mole fraction of benzene containing 30% by mass in carbon tetrachloride. So we will solve all these numericals in detail. 30% by mass, so what I can say, benzene is 30 gram, right? And we have carbon tetrachloride is 70 gram, right? So let us calculate the moles of benzene. It will be given mass by molar mass, so 30 by 78, and moles of CCl4, that will be also given mass by molar mass, right? So we'll calculate both the number of moles, then they have to calculate the mole fraction of benzene. So it will be 30 by 78 whole divided by 30 by 78 plus we have 70 by 154. So if you solve this, we will get this answer around 0.457. Okay, something near here and there. If you have 1 or 2 decimal places different also, it will be correct. Okay, so this answer is clear. So mole fraction has no units, so nothing to mention here about units. Next, 1 gram of so this question was from your solutions chapter. Next question is also from solutions chapter. 1 gram of a non-electrolyte solute dissolved in 50 gram, right? So dissolved in 50 gram of the benzene, lowered the freezing point by 0.4 Kelvin, and the freezing point depression constant is given to us. Find the molar mass of the solute. Okay, this is also very easy question. We'll first write down the formula. So we know delta TF is equal to KF into molality, that is W2 by M2 into 1000 by mass of the solvent, right? Mass of the solvent. So now let us quickly substitute. What is delta TF? 0.4 Kelvin. Then Kf value given to is 5.12. Then W2 given to you is 1 gram. M2 we have to calculate into 1000 by mass of the solvent is 50 gram. Okay, so if you solve this and find the M2 value, we will be getting 256 gram per mole. So here important is, do not forget the units. What is the unit of molar mass? 256 gram per mole. Okay, so this question is also done. Easy one. Direct questions are there. Okay, next question is from electrochemistry. Let us see the question. This question tells us that the cell is given, right, Ni to Ag plus Ni2 plus to Ag, and the E naught of the cell is also given to you, right? Very easy question. They have already given you the E naught of the cell. So first part is to write the anode reaction and cathode reaction separately. So what is your anode reaction here? So anode reaction will be Ni is getting converted to Ni2 plus 2 electron. Cathode reaction will be Ag plus electron will give you Ag, right? Then you have to take the same number of electrons. So this equation should be multiplied with 2 and then we have to add the reaction. So what I will get? Ni plus 2 Ag plus will give me Ni2 plus 2 Ag, right? So we got this one. Now we can write the Nernst equation. So what will be my Nernst equation? E of the cell will be equal to E naught of the cell minus 0.059. So what is the n factor here? Number of electrons is 2. So 2 log of product ions divided by reactant ions. So on the product side we have Ni2 plus, right? And on the reactant side we have Ag plus. But here again you should be very careful. You have to take the coefficient as the power. So Ag plus is 2. So we will get 2 here. Now we can substitute all the values here. E naught of the cell is 1.05 volt minus 0.059 by 2 log of, what is Ni2 plus concentration? 0.16, and this is Ag plus concentration is 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3 whole square, right? So you have to just solve this value. If you solve it, you will get around 0.91 volt. Okay, the answer should be somewhere near to 0.91. The decimal place, if you write 2 or 3 decimal places, you should mention unit should be volt, right? Okay, so I hope all of you have done getting correct answers for all these questions. Next question is again from electrochemistry. We have a solution of copper sulfate which is electrolyzed for 10 minutes, okay, with a current of 1.5 amperes. What is the mass of copper deposited at the cathode? So this question has come from Faraday's law. And what is the formula for Faraday's law? We have M is equal to Z into I into T, right? So let us first calculate the values. Z will be what? Molar mass. So molar mass is given to you 63 divided by N. So for copper the N factor will be 2 into 96500 into I value is how much? 1.5 ampere, and current time is 10 minutes and the time should be in seconds. So 10 into 60, right? So you have to just solve this. So if you solve this, you will get a value of 0.29 grams. Okay, so the mass deposited of copper will be 0.29 grams. Okay, so this is also very easy question. Now let us go to the next question. This question has come from your kinetics part. First order reaction is given, rate constant is given, and time is asked. We have to calculate the time here when 5 gram is reduced to 3 gram. Okay, so let us quickly write down the first order reaction. K is equal to 2.303 by T log of A naught by A, right? So we have to calculate T value. So I can write T equal to 2.303 by K. What is K value here? 1.15 into 10 to the power of minus 3 second inverse log of A naught by 5 by 3. So you can see how long it will take for 5 gram to reduce to 3 gram. So what is my initial concentration? Initial concentration is 5 gram and final concentration is 3 gram. So if you solve it, we'll get around 444 seconds. Okay, somewhere near we'll get 444. So you can write, see, you can see the unit of K is in seconds. So you can keep the answer in seconds, or you can convert it to any other unit also. Okay, so that is again an easy question. Next question and the last question of this paper, let us read it. Rate of a reaction quadruples. Okay, this is important. When the temperature changes from 293 to 313 Kelvin. Calculate EA of the reaction, that is activation energy, with that it does not change with temperature. Okay, so this question is from again from chemical kinetics, Arrhenius equation, right? So let us write down the reaction formula for this one. Log of K2 by K1 is equal to EA by 2.303 R into T2 minus T1 by T1 into T2. So let us substitute. Quadruples means K2 by K1 ratio will become 4, right? So I can write log 4 is equal to EA by 2.303 into 8.314. Temperature is 313, T2 is 313 and T1 is 293. Minus 293 divided by 313 into 293. Okay. So you have to just substitute these values and calculate it. So if you calculate, you will get the answer as 52.8 kilojoule per mole, right? So these are the answers for the all the numerical questions, and the subjective questions we have already discussed. So please check your answers, and I hope you all have done very well in the exam. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and you can, if you have liked this video, you can like, share and subscribe. And if you have any doubt in any question or you are differing in any way, you can please comment down so that we can address it. And most of you must be preparing for KCET exam. So please join our WhatsApp channel so that you can boost your preparation. All the updates, informations about mock test and everything will get in our WhatsApp channel. Okay. So thank you so much.